We have some poll questions that have been being asked during the course of our program on the internet. Do you think Muslims are feared in the United States? That was the first question that was asked, and apparently 91% of those who responded to this internet poll said yes, they believe Americans fear Muslims here in the United States. Do you think the U.S. government's war on terror is a war on Islam? It's an interesting result, I think. It's a divided result. Less than a majority think and we don't know, of course, who's responding here. We don't know if Muslims are responding or if it's a mixed audience. 46% said they believe the U.S. government's war on terror boils down to a war on Islam, but 35% say it's not, and almost 20% don't know what the answer is to that question. Is it acceptable for a higher percentage of people who look Muslim, or appear to be Muslim, to be detained by airport security? Interesting result. Is it acceptable? No, it's not acceptable. 89% with small fractions saying yes, it's acceptable. So the profiling question obviously brings a strong response. So those polls, by the way, those poll results will remain on the website, and you can continue to take the poll, those of you who may not have answered the questions. Well, I think we've discovered in the course of our program today that there's not only common ground, but there's also a lot of misperceptions about what the divisions are. Thank you again to everyone who participated online, offline, in these rooms in Washington and Los Angeles. I'm Ralph Begleiter.
I thought that the program was really an interesting program to watch.
I was impressed how willing many Muslim people are to share their views about their religion.
It's very clear that the people who are on the panel are very active in sort of promoting their dialogue and their impressions of the American Muslim community.
So I think that we need to question, one, gender discrimination in all contexts.
I think it's also about portraying a certain image that you're no different than anybody else.
I was like, have you guys been to Brooklyn? Jews and Muslims have been living in peace for many decades. Thank you very much. I think you can find a halal hot dog on a kosher bun.
I'm American Muslim, so hearing them affirm the things like we're giving back to the community and we're proactive. They definitely helped me understand more about myself.
Well, what if we had an organization that brought young people from different religions together on the common ground of serving others?
And it's always nice to see the other side of things.
It gave me insight about how there's kind of underlying discrimination that people aren't even necessarily aware of.
I don't think that it's an irrational fear of Islam. People fear Muslims.
It raises issues that are really controversial today in our world.
I mean, a lot of times it's about how comfortable you are with yourself and how much you expect that to happen. I'm not saying that doesn't exist. It certainly exists.
It's just comforting knowing that other people are out there like that are willing to accept others and aren't going to base them on their religion or their race.
So with a few laughs and some
I understand that a lot of Americans have concerns around
four
security.
themes.
Well, I write music because I write music, but I think that the
people, it was funny, because I know that they
talk about somebody based on religion.
We need to question, one, gender discrimination in all contexts, and I think
it's acceptable for a higher percentage of people who look Muslim.
And that was so powerful.
If they've got a question, ask it, and hopefully, if they've got an opportunity to try to hear a different experience or learn something new about somebody else's background.